Welcome to Rope Dropping Knowledge, where we guide you through the magic of Disney.
Woo! We're back.
Yay.
Late.
It's Monday, July 10th.
Yeah. You're supposed to do it Sunday. All right. It's because you keep doing pop-ups.
I came home on Sunday and said, let's go. And you're like, no, I'm tired. And then today you're like, I want to quit. I don't want to do RDK anymore.
I don't. I'm quitting. Kidding. No. I sometimes when you're working, I don't want to hear about Disney because it just makes me upset.
Because you're not there.
Yeah, and I gotta work.
Well, then you just have Disney withdrawals.
It's not Disney withdrawals. It's just like I'm dealing with other stuff, and then it's like
Yeah, we're not going for another 2 weeks.
Then you'll run in. Look at this post. Look at what so and so's doing.
I'm just giving you news as I read them.
I'm like in the middle of like some negotiation or something.
You know, I have problems concentrating. So when I'm on a call negotiating a multi-million-dollar something on my phone, I'm still looking at Disney. So I'm like, all right, I'm bored. Let me just look.
That's ADD.
I know.
I sent you that thing on the comedian with the ADHD wife.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like that's me.
I know. It's the cool thing is like I told you yesterday, if you go get tested for anything, any ADHD, any neurodivergent type stuff, it's like because you already made it through like school and already have a career, it's kind of like when you're a kid, if you find out your kid has something, then it's kind of stressful because it's like, how am I going to navigate this for my child? But if you're already past all that, then it's just kind of like, oh yeah, that's why I'm like that. But I already made it. So,
but I feel like it gets worse.
I could
as I get older. Or
but at least you know.
Maybe it's
kind of like
what
anything else, like blood pressure. Okay, I found out that like if you did like a genetics test and you found out your family has a history of blood pressure, then it's like, oh, okay, well maybe I need to watch that, or But as an adult, it's better if it hasn't like been a big barrier to things in your life.
Yeah, it just gets worse as I get older, or maybe because of the job I do. But like just simple things as like I need to go to the bathroom. But then on my way to the bathroom, I see something on the floor. So I pick it up. And I pick it up. I'm like, oh, wait, the trash is full. Well, let me just take out the trash. And then 5 hours later, I'm finally going to the bathroom. It's like, why can't I just do the one thing I said to do?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, a lot of people
And that's
like
why
that.
I don't like cleaning the house. I have to take a whole week off to clean the house because if I start one corner, it adds the other corner and then something else happens.
Yeah. Everything's a chain reaction.
Yeah.
It's like this leads to that, leads to this. Which if you were in operations management, that'd be great because you would be awesome at critical path models. You could just be like, okay, this is our project, so we need to do these 57 tasks. This one's going to take 2 days. This one's going to take 5 days. This one, and you just add them all up, and so somebody with ADHD just like leave me alone, and you'd come up with a total forward, backwards pass. You'd come up with the slack time and. The critical path would be done, and the project would be on schedule. but you can't do that with every other thing in your life, though.
Yeah.
It's kind of but it's fun. It's amusing. But we did go to the parks.
Yes.
But we also have a giveaway.
Yes.
So let's talk about fun stuff. So the giveaway is
the Moms with Magic Fantasyland crown. Is it Fantasyland? Yes, it's Fantasyland. The one that's lit up, and I pinned it on our Instagram page. So it should be the first thing there you see when you go to our page. And it lights up. And it's really cool.
I always keep mentioning the fact that it lights up.
Yeah.
I love the fact that because that's like, I don't know. To me, it's just like that extra boom.
Yeah.
It's like,
and
it's so
even
cool.
without it lit up, I wore the 100 celebration crowns that I got from her. Those were my first ones, and I got so many compliments. And so next time she's gonna send me some of her business cards, because next time people say, "Oh, I like your crown, your ears." They call it ears, but it's crowns.
You're just so
They're
happy that
ears.
people were complimenting
Yeah,
you and
so
not
then
me.
I can give them.
Because usually they're complimenting me on my drip.
Oh yeah, you got some on your shirt too.
My somewhat.
Compliments.
Yeah. But usually it's like the way I dress, but then you got the crown, so now you're getting all the
They're like,
compliments.
"Oh, I like your crowns." And next time I could be like, "Oh, this is where I got it from Moms with Magic Crowns." I could give them a.
Isn't it her
business card.
birthday?
Yes, it's Haley's birthday today. Go
And
say wish happy birthday to Haley
she
from
destroyed
Moms
her
with
house.
Magic Crown.
This is one of the things that you wanted to show me during work.
Oh, yeah.
She blasted her house.
Yes, you should see her latest story that she washed her pillow.
Don't spoil it. It's
Oh
hilarious.
yeah, you should just watch her latest story on what happened on her birthday.
This is like totally out of a sitcom. It's like if somebody's writing for a sitcom, that like I don't even know if they would be creative enough to think of that. It's funny.
Oh.
It's hilarious. I don't know if she
Yes.
thinks it's funny, but I think it's funny. Oh well, let's just say, how does Johnny do?
Confetti. She
Like
said she had
spoilers
confetti.
without context. Like let's just say it's Christmas in California.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah,
The giveaway question.
all you have to do is direct message us the answer to this. What kind of crown or
Ears.
would you like to see made? And it
Mhm.
could be any theme. Any theme it could be
Or something you
like
want
a
coming
theme
back.
that you want to come back, a variation on a theme that's
Mhm.
already exists,
Mhm.
or something that you've never seen before.
Yep.
So direct
We
message.
got a lot of good ones.
Direct message us the ad answer to Facebook, Instagram, or info@ropedroppingknowledge.com. For every medium you use, you get an additional entry. This particular giveaway ends on July 29th, Saturday, 11:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And you must be 18 years or older and live in the United States. And the drawing will be on the next day, July 30th. And with all our giveaways, the winner will be drawn at random. Use a randomizer. So, random.
And then we'll we'll continue to have an in-park giveaway,
We always have
which
an
is
in-park
our
giveaway.
Kate Spade Minnie Mouse card wallet. And we'll be back at the parks. We weren't going to come back till August 5th, but now Brian said, well, he couldn't take it anymore. So we're coming back on July 23rd.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, you can't, because I always randomly go with family by myself. So I get, and even then I can still go July 17th,
You can always
and
do
meet the ladies, Elisa and Hannah,
it. Yeah,
because I can take,
as many days off as you want.
and I can even work in Orange County and be like, hey, bye, I'm taking
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
But no, I won't. I won't go without you.
Go without me. I'm a big boy.
I already went without you with my cousin, so it's fine.
And your mom and your grandma. I mean your aunt.
My mom, my aunt,
Cousins.
Carrie.
Friends. It's not a new phenomenon. Some people leave their kids, you leave your husband. All right. So yeah, we will be back on the 23rd, which is a Sunday, because we are blocked on the Saturday. So that's why
In
we're
July.
skirting around this month.
But we have Comic-Con that Friday.
Yep. So that's the 21st. We'll probably be mentioning Comic-Con in this podcast.
Yes.
And we always do a Comic-Con follow-up too for this podcast as well, because they have Disney stuff, and then we compare it, and it's just nerd stuff that we love. And
Loungefly has a huge presence there, and Funko Pop.
and pretty much everything, yeah.
Yeah.
And then of course all the Star Wars and Marvel stuff. So
Yeah.
even though if they're not doing a big Marvel or Star Wars presentation like in Hall H, which we never go to anyway, there's still lots of fun cosplay.
Although this year we
and
might get a
booths and
chance to,
stuff.
since nobody will be there.
I know. Hall
Nobody
H stands for hello? Hello? Anyone there? Hello?
at least this year, because there's a writer strike, so there's nothing to announce.
I know. Yeah. We could just go in there and break dance or something. Okay, so our day at the park. What do we do?
We went on July 3rd, Monday, and then I forgot that it's a Monday. And what is not showing on Sunday and Mondays? Rogers.
I know. We were like, hey, we got to get Rogers the musical.
And then I'm like, wait a minute.
And then when we come back on the 23rd, that's the other day it's not showing.
Yeah, it's Monday as well.
So we're still going to have to wait till August.
Yeah, I just gave up and watched it on YouTube. It was fun. It was fine on YouTube. It was good. But yes, so what did we do? We rode Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway 2 times in a row. I think the first time you bought the Lightning Lane, right?
Yeah, I was like, yeah. And then we walked out and the line was short. I'm like,
Yeah.
let's do some dollar cost averaging.
Yeah. And our Genie Plus wasn't up yet, so we're like, let's just go again.
Yeah.
And so we went again. The line said 40 minutes, but we've only waited 20.
Yeah, it was 20 minutes to the theater and then 29 minutes to the ride itself, the car. So
Yeah, so that ride's always fun to do.
Then what did we do?
Well, we were going to go on Rise of the Resistance Lightning Lane, but when we walked there, it said it was only 35-minute wait or something. We're like, no, that can't be right. So we walked there and we were going to get a Lightning Lane, but it was shut down. It was broken. So that's when we
No, we were going to
decided-
do standby.
Yeah, but we didn't buy the Lightning Lane.
Right.
Yeah, but then we got there, we're like, wait, what's going on? And so then it was closed.
Yeah. And I think we've only done, once they started selling, once Genie Plus became a thing, I think we only did standby maybe twice for Rise of the Resistance.
Mm-hmm.
And so sometimes it's just a good deal because you'd be surprised. It's not like Hollywood Studios. You
Yeah.
know? Like sometimes Rise of Resistance in California, it's like a half-hour wait. It's just like
Yeah,
boom.
I think the other time we did it was we were in line for Alice in Wonderland, and it was 45 minutes. And then I looked on the thing, and it's like, well, Rise is 55. For an extra 10 minutes, you get to ride Rise of the Resistance.
Exactly.
So then we just walked over there, and even though it was 55, I feel like it was only 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Wait.
Mhm.
So, yeah. And then we didn't really see, like last time I was talking about when I went with my cousin, we didn't get on our first Genie Plus ride until 5 p.m. because something broke down, I think. Thunder Mountain or something
Mm-hmm.
broke down, and it became a
started stacking
multi-select experience or whatever.
Yeah.
So we started stacking our select experience. I don't even think we went on Matterhorn.
No. Mm-mm. That-
What did we go on at 5 p.m.? Thunder Mountain?
Was it Goofy? Or did we do
No,
Toy?
that broke
we
down
did Toy
too.
Story.
Oh, yeah, we saved the multi thing or the select experience for Toy Story because it did work for Toy Story on the other side.
Yeah.
And we got a Thunder Mountain Lightning Lane.
Mhm. Yeah.
And then we had reservations at Carthay Circle.
Yep.
At 6:50 p.m.
And then I think we only did one new thing there, right?
Yeah,
We'll talk-
I didn't put it in
Yeah,
here.
we'll talk about it on another.
But people were asking me how I got the reservations, and it's really, you just have to keep checking. And I actually got the Carthay reservations the day before.
Right.
So check the day of even, because Christina got it for us the day of on your birthday that
Mhm.
morning. And I was like, how'd you get that? She's like, I just randomly checked in the morning and it popped up.
Yep.
So a lot of people make last minute cancellations.
Yeah, I think a lot of people like they check like as soon as they're available
Mm-hmm.
to check, and then
Yeah.
and then if they don't get it, they don't try again. So
Yeah, I think Emily said it was because she's a travel agent, so she knows it's 6 a.m. right on the day it's available, like, you know, the 60-day window or something.
yeah,
So 6 a.m. that day,
Mhm.
you check, and then also midnight every day.
yeah.
So this is so random, but
Yeah,
yes.
no, it's very
So,
random.
anyways, we met a cast member, a new cast member who was our server. Her name is Dora.
The Explorer.
Her name is Dora. But then you know how the Disney 100 name tags now, instead of your location, it has your character. And that's how they match you up. So her character said Wheezy. And I'm like, who? I was like, Lil Wayne is a Disney character? She's like, no, the penguin from Toy Story, I think, right?
Ooh, they're gonna boo you.
No, for that Lil Wayne. I was like, oh, you mean like that other show, The Jeffersons? But she's probably too young for that. Yeah, nobody knows what I'm talking about because everybody's too young for that. So, anyways, Wheezy's a penguin, she said, from Toy Story?
Yeah.
Is it Toy Story? Okay, yeah, we haven't watched all the Toy Stories, so. She said Wheezy's the penguin and he's underrated, and I was like, oh, okay.
He'll be really
okay.
underrated.
So yeah, she's a really cool cast member.
Yeah, she
She
was
told
super
you about
nice.
the VP guy,
Well,
general manager of
general
Parks,
manager, yeah, Gary.
because we asked her about Keith, our other cast member at Carthay, who has that radio sounding voice. And she's like, oh, he's upstairs in the restaurant today. But you know who else has a voice like that? Is, the
Gary Majetti.
Yeah, he's the Parks. I guess he works for Josh Jamaro.
Yeah.
Parks general manager.
For DCA. Yeah.
Oh, for DCA. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, she was super cool, super great service. And one of the things that I told her that I don't like it's not that I don't like them, but I thought the locations were better on the name tags because, they switched them to characters for this year. But I think a lot of the cast members like the characters.
Yeah.
They think it's
But
more,
she said that when you leave them the compliment on the guest experience thing, you can put the name of the character because they did change it to that too.
Yeah, and I was thinking it wouldn't be as accurate, but now I'm thinking, no, it'd probably be more accurate because, like, how many people are in Anaheim? How many, like, Johns are in Anaheim?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's probably a lot. Like, so if you have a common name.
Especially her with Wheezy?
Yeah.
It's the one cast member who
well,
likes
but
Wheezy.
then how many, like, Doras plus a Wheezy, so they would easily know who that is, especially on that particular day because you have to read the day. So, yep. So, yes, thank you, Dora, for making our experience at Carthay Circle a great one, a magical one. So, what else did we do at the parks? I think we just had another normal night. We did do some shopping.
Oh, yeah. I found that zip-up hoodie jersey in my size only because there was only a medium and a large. And I think by the time I got there, only a medium was left, which was perfect.
You're going to have to show people pictures of it, like with you wearing it.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's not hot. I mean, it's not cold enough.
Yeah.
I save it for the winter.
Take a picture in the house. It's fine.
And let's see.
I still haven't
What did you get?
Well, I fell trap victim to not buying something when I should have. Like anytime you like something at Disney.
Yeah, you need to get it right away.
Get it. It's not going to be there the next time.
Yeah. Everybody will run for it. So
So I wanted one of the Nike black performance polos with the Mickey on it. And I wanted them for like 2 or 3 times we've been there, and I just never got it.
Why didn't you just get it? I forgot.
Because it was just like, it's like I didn't want to carry it around, whatever, even though you usually carry them for me. But it's just one of those things. It's like indecisiveness. And then when you actually make a decision to go get it, it's not there.
It's gone. Gone. Everything at Disney, you just have to get it right away.
So they had the white one.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool because the material is actually pretty thick.
It's
but
like
it's
dry
like,
fit
it's
performance.
Dry fit. Yeah, it's pretty
but
cool.
It's a polo.
And I never really wanted to wear the white one, but it looked pretty good. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to be indecisive about this one, so I just got it.
And then there was the long sleeve one.
And then there was, it's the performance. It's not a fleece, but it's kind of like, I guess it's a performance fleece.
Like a pullover, right?
It's a pullover, yeah. So, and we once I get the polo, the black polo, I'll have the entire collection because it goes with the Mickey Mouse Nike hat.
Yeah.
And then there's the jacket, which Patricia and Tony got us, the jacket. And then I have the pullover, and then I just need the polo. And then I have the whole thing unless they come out with pants.
And it's sold out online and in stores.
Yeah. Well, you could buy, like, there's used ones on eBay, but they don't even have my size. I needed an extra large, I think. I could squeeze into a large, but I'd probably just be comfortable in extra large. And, yeah, they only have, like, smalls. And those are, like, used. Some of them, I'm like, I'm not going to use shit. But.
Oh, I did do something for the first time. The Tiki Room.
And
That was actually cute.
Nobody believed it was your first time.
I'm like, because it's like, what is so cool about animatronic birds? But it was cool.
Well, it is kind of weird that you haven't been there, and we've been going for 10 years.
Yeah.
Just me and you together have been going 10 years. So, yeah, that is kind of strange since it is a staple of Disneyland, and it's right by the Dole Whip.
Yeah, and everyone's like, did you bring a Dole Whip in to eat? I was like, nah, I'm kind of sick of Dole Whip. Like, we have it next door to our place. But yes, it was a very cool place to sit with AC. It's kind of like the PhilharMagic show at DCA. If you just want a cool place to hang out, and we got the back seat that had the back support and all that stuff.
And it's never super crowded because it's happening all the time. So it's not like a show like, we got to run to get to.
It's not something people like come to do at Disney.
Some people
They
do.
should. It's a staple at Disney. But
Yeah. But you didn't do it.
yeah, I
So,
never did it. And
if you sit in the back row, you got that cool back support. You're just lounging. You could fall asleep in there. So-
on a hot day, that is a great place to be.
But they did change it because they used to have the gods of Hawaii doing all this stuff, and
They did it all the way up top.
kinda. But it's like they used to have them speak and there
Oh.
these booms and stuff. So now it's just the birds singing, and I don't know if it seems shorter than
The
because I
song's
went before I
catchy.
met you, but yeah, it was a little different. But that was probably like 12 years ago.
Yeah, the
So-
song's catchy. Tiki 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 room. I never knew. So that's pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah. I'm sure she's gonna go back. Yeah. I mean, there was some cool little stuff there. We hung out in Toontown a little bit. Yeah, it was a full.
Oh, I
Disney
got
day.
the popcorn bucket, the
Oh, yeah,
Mr. Toad popcorn bucket.
Did you even post that yet?
I post a story of it, but I didn't post like a post.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
It is pretty cool.
yeah, I will.
And we have too many popcorn buckets, and I don't want you to get another one, but that one was
But
actually
that
pretty
one
cool.
was cool. Mr. Toad is cool.
Yeah, I gotta find some better way to display them.
Yeah.
We'll see. So,
Yeah, we had a fun time.
so was that it?
I think so, unless you can.
I can't think of anything else we did.
Well,
but-
I drove.
Yeah, so this is the first time
You did the tram for the first time in a while. I've been doing it when I went by myself or with my family, but this is kind of the first time in a while you went on the tram.
Yeah.
Because before we would just walk.
Well, it's the first time we actually parked in the actual parking structure.
Yeah.
I will say that on the 5th level of the Pixar place is a very good spot to watch fireworks if you were like want to
Oh
leave.
yeah, you posted a thing about that. Yeah.
And the reason that's cool, a lot of people would be like, well, yeah, but why would you want to be in a parking structure to watch the fireworks? Well, the thing is that after the fireworks, there's a big rush out.
Mm-hmm.
So
You'd want a good
even
head
if you're
start.
parking, like
Yeah.
if you're parked, it's a
Yeah.
big madhouse to just drive out. to.
Right.
So the
Well, it's
tram
a
and the
big
trams.
tram. Yeah.
First it's the trams. First it's just walking off of Main Street.
Yeah.
Then it's the getting through the
Mm,
exit.
and
Then it's the
line.
trams. Then it's the just the parking structure itself, right?
Yes.
And then it's getting out of the parking structure.
Yeah.
So if you go to the 5th level of the Pixar parking, right where the big round thing is, you have the perfect spot to watch fireworks. Then you just get in your car and bounce. You know,
Yes.
even if you're on Mickey and Friends, that's a good spot. You just walk across and you're out. You don't have to. You can avoid the tram lines and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So, just a little hack.
Yeah, because why pay $60 for the Tomorrowland Sky Lounge or whatever?
You could when it belt you
Bring
went
your
right into
own
the parking
food
structure.
and stand up there in the parking structure and eat and watch.
Eat a bologna sandwich.
Yeah.
All right.
But if you guys want to, here's the trick too. So when you're looking for dining reservations and you really want to do that Tomorrowland Sky Lounge thing, if you hit lunch or dinner, it won't show up, but hit 8 p.m., the time,
Mm-hmm.
and it will show up. So if
Ah.
you want to do that, go ahead. But you'd have to pay $60 ahead of time, though, I think.
Yeah.
And the dessert party for World of Color will show up too.
And you're up there, fireworks or not, they're still taking that money. So,
Yes. But you get all you can drink
kind of.
sodas.
You're getting sodas, yeah. All right.
Yep. All right. So,
What do we got in headlines?
well, okay. So everybody is anxious about. So on July 6th, you know, the whole Oogie Boogie Bash debacle. They said, come back. Well, we were wrong. They said, come back on July 6th and we'll make an announcement. It doesn't mean ticket sales will resume on July 6th. So on July 6th, Disney announced that Oogie Boogie ticket sales will resume July 11th. That's tomorrow.
Yeah.
So everyone's like upset. I listened to a few podcasts and looked at a few stories and stuff. And yeah, people are upset because this, like you said on the last time, it happens every year.
Well, it doesn't even happen every year. It happens every time they have a big event.
Right. Yeah.
So anything that's a ticketed event, it's something goes wrong. So
Yes. And then there's a lot of mean things going on in social media where Disney fans were attacking each other
They were.
instead of Disney. They're like, oh, well, you shouldn't be complaining. And if you can do better, why don't you write an app kind of thing? And it's like, well, it's okay to be upset with Disney because, like you said, it happens every time there's a big event. You would think they can get their act together, right? And, you know, some of our podcast friends, one of them's in IT, in tech, and he's like, it's really not that hard. You know, like if Disney would just invest in a better infrastructure or whatever, right?
yeah.
So then what's funny is that we were going to Comic-Con, and Comic-Con had sent us something about, hey, sign up to get into this queue. And I'm like, you know what? Screw them. I'm not going to do anything. You know, I'm just going to go, and I don't care. But then they made it funny, and they admitted it was stressful. And so that's what made me be like, oh, okay. They said, we are thrilled to unveil a heart-pounding, adrenaline-fueled spectacle. Get ready to face your deepest fears as we proudly announce the opening of the exclusive portal. Engage in this tug-of-war battleground where teamwork and strategy are your only weapons. Channel your inner strength, coordinate with your family and friends, and pull with all your might strategically place your interests to be randomly selected for an elusive exclusive or something.
Elusive exclusive.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, at least they're being honest and they admit they're like kind of poking fun at it. Like, hey, look at this heart-pounding, adrenaline-fueled spectacle. Like,
but the
join
thing is,
us.
it still worked better.
Yes. And that's like, just for that, okay, I'll sign up for this thing, you know? But like, then I was thinking about that versus the Disney one where everyone's just angry and mad and it happens every single time. And
then again, Comic-Con handles way more. Well, it's not. I don't know if they handle more people because the ticket events are over multiple days, so they might actually have more people than
they
go
probably,
to Comic-Con.
Yeah.
But Comic-Con only does their things once a year,
Yes.
and they get it right for the most part, right?
Right.
The only thing about Comic-Con is the waiting. But it's like it's not like it crashes. See,
No,
to me, there's a
it
big
never
difference
crashes.
between
Yeah.
waiting and crashing.
Yes. This is crash.
Yeah, Disney stuff crashes. So meaning that you don't know what's going on. And Comic-Con, you know, you might wait 2 hours to find out if you can get a ticket, but they'll updating you like if so, like let's say, you know, and they have two drawings, one for people who are already been the year before.
Yeah, it's like the pre-sale.
There's a pre-sale, and then one for the general public. And on each time they do it the same way. You log on at like 8 in the morning. You go to the lounge, the waiting area.
Waiting area.
And then
And they update you.
And they update you. So if you could just have your laptop on or whatever, your computer.
And it automatically refreshes because
And
it
it's-
tells you not to refresh your
it
screen.
tells you don't touch anything. As long as you see the spinning circle, you're good.
Yep.
And then it'll tell you like, Saturday tickets sold out. Friday tickets sold out.
So
So
you
you
have
know
an
when to
option.
quit.
Yeah.
You're not waiting 3 hours to find out that things are sold out. You know what I mean?
Well, the thing that happened with Oogie Boogie was after 2 hours, they said ticket sales have paused.
Yeah.
That's all it says. So you're supposed to wait there, right? It doesn't say, log off, we'll let you know later. No. People are like, okay, what do I do now? So they were waiting for another 2-3 hours. And then it says, come back July 6th and we'll update you. So it's like, why would you do that to people?
Well, I mean, they didn't, again, assume positive intentions. I don't think anybody intended to do that. I mean, I'm sure they want things to just go off without
But then
a
if
hitch.
it's technical issues and just log out everybody and we'll tell you when to.
But I guess the only thing that I'm disappointed. I mean, we're not even going this year, so I'm not
No, I swore off ticketed events a long time ago with Disney.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not.
I'm never going to D23.
I'm never not that person who says I'm never going to go to something, because then if I want to go, you look weird.
No, I wouldn't go.
Yeah, don't be like a John Campia. Don't be like that guy. I'll never do. No,
No, but we don't go. We've never gone to D23.
Yeah, but I might. I think I was going to go to Star Wars Celebration, and I did. So.
Oh, that was different though. That wasn't Disney, but
Yeah.
that was worse. But
Yeah,
it's fine.
I don't put emotion into decisions. I try not to. And so
Well, it's not an emotion thing. It's more like, why would I waste my time and then get frustrated, right? It's setting expectations like, let's just not go and we won't be frustrated.
Yeah. I think my thing is more about, like, get your act together, on the back end, not the people who you're calling. Customer service it's not their fault.
It's not their fault.
It's not any
It's not the
random
tech
cast
support
member.
people
Not,
fault.
not even tech support.
Yeah.
It's like it's executives' fault. It's like
Yeah.
invest, and it probably not even that much money. I mean, from a Disney standpoint,
Yeah.
it's a lot of money from me, but it's like, put like 500 to 700 grand into some new servers and some new teammates. You probably don't need like another 10 SMEs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
and then just. And then you probably don't even need those people permanently. You just need people to set up the architecture and then move forward. It's not bigger companies. I mean, you got the reason it's disappointing is, like, if not Sperry's Farm crashes, I'm like, and they had a big,
it's like,
for the
okay,
Halloween
fine.
thing. It's
Yeah.
like, I get it. You don't have a lot of money. Like, I'm not comparing you to the NFL.
Right.
Because when I give my whole rant about why Disney is a good bargain, it's because, I'm competing, because the way I look at it is people who get season tickets to, like, NFL games or people who go to,
But
like,
it's a premium price, and we expect premium service.
It's a premium experience.
Yes, premium experience.
And it's premium price, but I'm comparing it to other premium things that work.
Yes.
So if you can't, if your computer system isn't as good as the Lakers, then that's bad for you. Now, if Knott's Berry Farm isn't as good as the Lakers, okay, I get it. I'm not going to be upset. You know what I mean?
But
when
they
Disney
should
isn't,
anticipate all that, because it's happened every time.
it's not even that they should anticipate it. It's like it shouldn't happen, period. They should have anticipated it like decades ago.
Mm-hmm.
They should be at the forefront of technology. Like, don't have Bob Iger come up here and talk about, Apple Vision and all this stuff and all your technological advancements
can't handle ticket sales.
and the volume and how we could film The Mandalorian in any scene and all this stuff, and then your tickets crash. Because here's the thing, your tickets are what pay for that.
Yeah.
If people don't go to the parks, which we're going to get into in the next segment,
Yes.
there is no Star Wars movies.
Right.
There's no Marvel.
Right.
Like, the parks are what is funding, or at least it's the collateral for everything else you do.
Here's the thing. Why would they make any changes if it keeps crashing, but people keep buying the same amount? It works out in the end. They didn't lose any sales from crashing. The people who were frustrated last week will come back July 11th, stay in line, do all that. So there's no incentive for them to change.
But it is an incentive because, one, it's just a bad look. Like, when when the Super Bowl happens, you're in the skyboxes with other CEOs, when other CFOs, technology officers and all that. And they're laughing at you. You know what I mean? They're like, dude, why are you, why are your Windows 95 systems crashing, in 2023? I mean, just for that. But there are opportunity costs. They do have to scramble and do stuff that cost them money. It does cost them money when something messes up, even if they get the same amount of ticket sales, because now they're calling in their team to work overtime, to do this, to do that, to make sure this, things happen. There are extra meetings that people have to attend. Like, it's like any job. Like, if something is supposed to happen and it does, dude, we're having our thing paved, right? Out just in our community, our complex, and it's like they messed up and they put signs in the wrong places. The head of our HOO has to get on there and address it, and then tell the paving company, you screwed up. You put the signs in the wrong place. You think he wants to do that? No. He doesn't want to do that. He doesn't want to look dumb. He doesn't want people yelling at him, send him private emails.
Yeah.
We're gonna puncture your tires when we know where you live. You live here. He doesn't want to deal with that. He just wants things to go out without a hitch. Nobody wants things to mess up. So invest the money and have a good system that helps you.
Right.
So it's not even
that like this is big, but it's as simple as what turned me off was the very first time I tried to buy a ticketed event at Disneyland was the whole thing with our unit number, right?
Mm-hmm.
Their system, and I told Dustin about it, I was like, well, once we couldn't buy tickets because we used this card, and with that
that
card,
was Capital One.
Yeah,
though.
Capital One. But Dustin was like,
we don't
that's
use
a dumb
those
way they
cards
write.
anymore.
How did he says that's a dumb way of coding things. Why
Yeah.
would you code it so that the address has to be on a certain line in a certain what all the other credit cards don't it's fine, but it's just Disney too. And
Yeah.
I'm able to use my card everywhere else with
yeah.
the unit number. But I don't even know if that's the reason why they couldn't take it because that's just what the cast member tells me.
Yeah.
And I've tried every variation. So that's like, forget it. I'm not
Yeah.
going to. And then one cast member was like, oh, you know what you can do is use Apple Pay. There's a workaround on it. But online, you can't use Apple, like on the website,
Yeah.
you can't. So Apple Pay would only work if you're in the parks, right? You're just using it for mobile order or something. But
From now
it's
on,
just something as simple as that. Like, why
just-
can't your
just use an
right?
Apple Card. And by the way, hack for Apple Card. They have a savings account. Not saying you should put money in a savings because inflation will eat it up. But if you do need a savings account, if you have the Apple Card, you can get for free, and you just hit a button. You get a Goldman Sachs savings account that has 4.1% interest, which is high for a savings account.
Yeah.
So that's just a little hack.
But
That's why I never use Capital One again.
Yeah, but my point is something as simple
I
as
know, I
that.
was a
Why
tangent.
can't their IT write a better app or whatever?
Because
a
they're-
better code.
And we went into this before, and I think it was even our last episode. I was talking about all the tech and stuff, but it's just a matter of investment.
Yeah.
You just got to invest in people. You got to invest in the technology. And the technology is not. I mean, 2018 technology can handle this. You don't need the latest and greatest. That's what's sad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if it's server space, I mean, you're probably on Amazon servers. Everyone else is. It's like just upgrade your package. It's just like upgrading your Netflix package. Get the one without ads. Upgrade your.
I don't know
server
what.
package.
I don't know what it is, but
No, it is. It's server space will determine what kind of load you can have, how many people you can handle, and then just get an IT department that's just didn't graduate in 76. You know what I mean? It's like that's all you need to do. It's like it's probably one guy could fix it.
Yeah.
You could probably get one guy. I'm not even talking about firing people. You could probably hire one guy who and you could pay him not that much. He's probably somebody who just graduated from UC Irvine, and he could probably fix it.
Right.
He'll be 26 years old, but he's probably your guy, and he'll be like, okay, this is what you need to do, and everybody will do it. But no, every year, and it's not a good look. It's bad. It's just like, man, But anyway, that's that.
So that's that. I mean, they claim that. I think Ken Potrock claims that Disneyland staffing in terms of parks cast members is at maximum 34,000 cast members.
Mm-hmm.
And someone was asking, what'd you do? Lay off the IT team if you're at maximum capacity and you're just like...
No, they just need to get that one guy. So I don't know. But Disney has more problems because it's being reported everywhere that attendance is down this summer.
Yeah.
And when I talked a few episodes back about how they downgraded their stock, this is why. Because they said, well, their attendance projections don't look realistic. And it turns out that the analysts were right. And this is just going off of 4th of July. And this is just at Disney World. But it is they were comparing it to 2019 and 2022. And in 2019, they were looking at wait times.
Mm-hmm.
The average wait time in Disney World was 47 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And then in 2022, it was 31 minutes. And then in 2023, and these are for the different parks. This is for Magic Kingdom, was 27 minutes. For Epcot, 33 minutes, 35 minutes. In 2023, 27 minutes. For Hollywood Studios, 33 minutes in 2019, 44 minutes in 2022, 18 minutes. And then in Animal Kingdom, it was 37, 34, and in this year, 25 minutes. So...
Well, these are the wait times you said?
Yeah, average wait
Is it
time.
like because they used to have Fast Pass or whatever and people waited longer? And now they wait not longer because
that wouldn't make
people
sense.
buy
The wait times
Genie
would...
Plus? People don't buy Genie Plus anymore? And I don't know.
I don't know. But I mean, it's... And you could just tell, like, the density is not as packed as it was.
Well, all the more reason to focus on invest in good IT so that you could make ticket sales smooth.
That's true. But I'm wondering if, because now they're saying they're fully staffed. You always got to concentrate on getting people in the doors.
Mm-hmm.
And then some people are trying to make it political. Well, it's because of their fight with DeSantis. Like, people don't care about that.
Yeah, people don't care about that.
It's not that. I think it could be that inflation has finally hit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think.
Inflation finally hit. People are.
They announced that student loans are going to be starting again, so maybe people started wanting to save cash at the last moment. Yeah, it could be a few things.
And all that stuff that JPEG focused on is catching up.
Like what?
Like the tourist people and the
they're not coming.
Colorado family.
It's been the hottest couple days on record already. It's been super hot.
Wants to go to.
So I don't know.
And I can even count like maybe 5 friends these are attorneys who work on way more complicated things. And they tell me, every time I go on the Disney website and I want to get tickets for me and my little daughter, I'm like, what is all this? Forget it. And then they turn it off.
Yeah.
And like they just want to go walk up to the ticket booth, buy a ticket, and walk in. They're like, what? Reservation? And then what? Depends on which day. What? They're like, oh, forget it. So she just says, I just closed the computer. They're like, forget it. I was like, why don't you just call me? She's like, yeah, I'll just call you when I want to go, and you just tell me what to do. But they're just like,
you're losing a lot of impulsive buyers.
Yes.
And there are people who are like, maybe we'll do this in a couple weeks. And it's like, and the way they write things too, like if you go on to the website, it's like they have all this text before you can even get to the buttons.
Yeah.
And I know because of the lawsuits they put it in there, but there's a way to do that to where you can put in the main things and still see the buttons. Like you're scrolling down, you don't even know if you're on the right page.
Right.
You're like, is this like Wikipedia?
There's like a bunch of buttons, right? You're like, which button do I hit? You kind of have to sit there and read the whole thing. And if you're like an impulsive buyer, you're just like, oh, forget it. Like my friends, there's like, oh, forget it. Why can't I just walk in and give them money and walk in? I was like, oh, but then once you walk in, you have to decide, do you want Genie Plus? Like I make it worse for them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want Genie Plus? They're like, what's that?
Yeah.
Well, so you don't have to get in line, and you get in line, but the shorter line. No, I don't know. But how do I use that? It's like, so it's like,
Yeah, I mean, the reservation system's not going anywhere. It's just not. But they can make, as far as the website, as far as the other IT issues, as far as buying tickets.
User-friendly, a little more user-friendly.
The GUI, the graphic user interface is what they used to call it, that they can make it a lot simpler.
Yeah.
And you should be able to buy tickets from your app. I mean, the fact that they have to send you to a website is ridiculous. I mean, what company... Like, I know people who don't even own computers anymore. No, I mean, because unless you need one for your... I know people who don't own computers who are younger, And then I know people who only have computers for their work. They have a work computer, but they don't have a personal computer. Like, that's the way we're moving. And they're still like, well, you got to go to this website. It's like, I want to be able to buy a ticket. I could actually buy a Tesla from my phone. Think about that.
Work from your phone.
No, I could buy a car from my phone. Like, I could set up an appointment.
But you can't make a Disney reservation.
I could make. When I refinanced the house, I did it from my phone.
Right.
Which is hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Because they invested in their IT infrastructure.
Not even invested. It's just the way things go. You know? But it's like, I can't buy a Disney ticket from my house.
And if you do, you can through the browser. But if you do, you have to read through all these texts. Yeah. And then you really don't know if you're pushing the right button. You remember when the Alexes got their Disneyland tickets. And then he texted us and he's like, so many choices. What do I do? Parking, Genie Plus? Like, do I get this? What do I do? Da, da, da. I was like, well, do you want a park hop or not? That's the first question. Park hop? No, I guess not. Just go to one park, He doesn't want to add any complications to it.
I know. It's funny.
So it is Disney makes everything complicated.
Well, I mean, yeah. It's I don't think they make it complicated. They just haven't taken the effort to make it uncomplicated. Yeah. It's just like if this was 99, like I would, this is what I would expect to see. But it was less complicated.
More simple back then.
Because they didn't have the reservation system. Yeah. They didn't have. And you could just walk up to the park and just buy a ticket, like a regular paper ticket.
Well, that's what we always did, right? Yeah. We never did it online because we don't know if we push the wrong button what will happen. So we would always renew our passes at the ticket booth. Mm-hmm. And sure enough, when things went wrong, they gave us like 4 fast passes. Remember that one time they did something wrong? Yeah. They're like, oh, here's 4 fast passes to make up for, your time or whatever. But it only took an extra 10 minutes. Yeah. It wasn't anything bad, like Oogie Boogie ticket. That's what I'm saying.
The cast members are always on point.
Yeah, they're always nice.
So, yeah. Well, all right.
Well, that's all the ranting I had.
Okay.
It's Taste Talk with Tracy. Mash some magic in your mouth.
All right. So this is kind of controversial to me because it's the R&D Martini. That's what it's called from Pim Tasting Lab. And it's basically espresso martini with cereal-infused milk, dark chocolate espresso beans, and cereal crumbs on top. So I posted a picture and a video of it. And people are saying this is the strongest drink at the Disneyland Resort parks.
But I think we have to qualify that.
Yeah. Right. I think they mean the strongest cocktail that's not inside a sit-down restaurant. Right. Because an old-fashioned and a Manhattan is way stronger than this. Yeah. This is pretty strong.
A Long Island iced tea is way stronger than that.
A Brothers Thelonious is stronger than this.
Maybe.
So you have to say it's a cocktail, not the beer.
Well, not even that. It's just like you have to say that it's the strongest Disney branded drink within the parks, like themed drink.
Oh, okay. Disney branded themed drink. Cocktail.
Yeah.
Because cocktails mixed with other sweet stuff, right?
Mm-hmm. And what I mean by themed, meaning it's Pim, like from the Pim's Kitchen. It's Mickey.
I
something.
think the Honey Buzz is the same in terms of strong.
Could be, but I mean the Jack and Coke is stronger. But it's like,
oh yeah.
But that's not themed.
But it's not as strong. This one is. It's the vodka's pretty strong. Mm-hmm. It is strong. But I wouldn't say it's the strongest.
And we can't even say, and we have to be specific to even when you say that Disney parks because that zombie drink.
Right. That's why I said the Disneyland park, not the Disneyland resort.
Right.
Right. Because the zombie drink might be the strong. Yeah. So that's why I'm like, I think you mean, not counting this.
And even then, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's the strongest drink anything, but it's pretty strong.
I think people think it's strong because if they've tried maybe 3 other things, yeah. If they tried like some of those horchata drinks or whatever,
yeah.
But
that Honey Buzz is hard liquor in it. This is because
and the experiment is probably just as strong too.
Yeah, because a martini is just vodka and a splash of espresso. So that's probably what it is. But I liked it. It's really good.
It tastes good. I think that
I'll get it again.
Yeah, it's.
If you're
I
a
think
coffee
it's
drinker.
I think it's kind of refreshing for coffee drinkers,
Mhm.
and yeah. I mean, I don't like coffee ice cream that much. I mean, I don't hate it. I mean, it's not like it's avocado or something, but it's it's just not my thing that I go for.
Hmm.
But I would probably drink this if that was like the only drink someone had. I'd be satisfied. I'd be like, okay,
Mhm.
cool.
So you would drink the honey buzz over this.
Yeah.
I would drink this over the honey buzz. Honey buzz because it's tart. This one is just
But the honey buzz
bitter
is not.
and sweet.
But the honey buzz is sweet if you get the stick. Sometimes they run out of the honey sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I don't know what percentage of alcohol is in the honey
Yeah,
buzz.
on the
but-
cocktails they don't tell you
Yeah, they don't tell you
because
It's
they're
just
mixed.
But I'd be interested to find out. So, yeah. All right.
So
Any
9 out of 10 for me.
9 out of 10. That's
Yeah,
pretty
I
good.
like it.
I'll give it a 7 out of 10. But I'm not a big coffee
Yeah,
guy.
yeah, you're a coffee drinker.
All right.
Okay, so the Haunted Mansion will be closed from August 14th through August 31st to do the Nightmare Before Christmas overlay.
That's early, isn't it? Or no? So that means that
That means September 1st.
is already.
Yeah, because that's
Is it
Oogie
usually
Boogie Bash starts.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. They want to always be in line with Oogie Boogie.
Hmm.
So it's not necessarily being in line with Christmas. It's being
It's
in line
Halloween.
without. Yeah,
Mhm.
that makes sense, I guess. Still seems early, but because that's still technically kind of summer, It's like,
Yeah, I know. Huh? Well, September 1st is considered fall already,
Is
I
it?
guess.
I don't know.
I
What-
don't know either, but
yeah.
But
yeah.
that's
And
what they
and that
said.
ride is always like crazy. Like when it first opens, when they
Oh,
get
yeah.
the overlay on it, like you'll.
well, maybe we can finally go on Indiana Jones.
I know.
That one is-
Yeah, that's probably going to be like 60 to 75-minute wait times for the first
Yeah.
week. Yeah, first couple weeks. And then it'll die down, and then when it gets closer to Halloween, it goes
yes,
up
goes
again.
up again.
Yeah, I have to say it's probably one of the best overlays anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean it's really
I like
good.
both, but when the Nightmare Before Christmas comes, it's always like exciting to
Yeah.
go on that.
Yeah, I mean it's just such a good job, and the Haunted Mansion itself. I mean, I think I've taken it
Yeah.
for granted. Yeah,
Like
I
you
listen-
said, it's like the rise of the resistance of that time.
of
right?
late 60s, early 70s, man. It's just because the technology still holds up.
Yeah.
And like Rise of the Resistance, it has the super long queue with multiple things in it.
Mhm.
First you're outside and you're going through the outside graveyard. The outside is probably better than Rise of the
The
Resistance.
queue, yeah.
And then you get inside and it has the elevator that goes down. And then
And
the
then
whole
that
show,
hallway.
the pre-show, and then the hallway, and then you get on the ride.
And then it's a whole big thing in the ride.
And the ride goes through different sections.
All those details, yeah.
So, if this was, I could picture myself as a kid just being like,
Didn't we-
whoa.
Wasn't that the one where we saw the commercial with teenager Kurt Russell?
Yeah.
That's so funny. That's how long ago it was.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, is that Kurt Russell as a teenager?
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
wow.
All right.
So, it looks like the foodie guide came out today of the Disney Eats foodie guide for San Francisco Square.
Ooh.
Food.
So we're going to go through each one of those?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay.
Okay. Lucky Fortune Cookery, which is currently nothing changed there in terms of the name and the theming.
Mhm.
But here are some new things they're offering. The Karaji-inspired crispy chicken sandwich.
Mm.
So that's cool.
Karaji, yeah.
And here's something. Beef birria ramen. So you know how in
I told you
Orange
they're going to
County...
put burrito and everything.
Yeah, you know how in Orange County
Remember,
there's
I think I made a joke about them making burrito ramen.
No, there's already a lot of burrito ramens in Orange County where they have the
course there
fusion
is.
of Mexican and Japanese.
Mhm.
So there's burrito pho, there's burrito ramen, there's burrito everything. So now
No
Disney
sriracha.
finally has it. Yes. No sriracha. Beef birria ramen with consomme, served with house-made birria, soft-boiled egg. Ew, Monterey Jack cilantro and I don't know.
You just got grossed out. Oh, if all of you guys could have
Cheese in
seen her
noodles.
face. Well, you got to put cheese on birria.
Yeah, but then this is like a noodle soup. I don't know.
Yeah, you like cheese and French onion soup.
Yeah, but there's no noodles in there.
I guess so.
Anywho. Yaki udon with mushrooms, sugar snap peas, roasted red peppers, bok choy, and dark soy and hoisin sauce. This is plant-based. But then there's a yaki udon with karaji chicken. So that sounds interesting. And then Baymax macarons. Chocolate hazelnut spread and buttercream. Okay. And then also they'll have pork wonton nachos, which is something we already talked about in Taste Talk.
Yeah.
Pot stickers, beef bulgogi burrito. I think we've had those things already.
Yeah.
And then for beverages, it's lychee tea, but it's just basically Gold Peak iced tea with lychee syrup in it and coconut jelly. So it's like meh. Thai tea with sea salt cream and brown sugar boba. And then the alcoholic stuff is the Bottle Logic Hanamachi Japanese rice lager. Is that the one that you like with the bird or the owl?
What's
That's
it
not
called
that
again?
one.
That's Hitachino. What is it? How do you-
Hanamachi.
No.
Oh.
Different. Heard of it, but I don't remember where.
Yeah, so that's going to be at Lucky Fortune, and also strawberry lychee cocktail. Has vodka, lychee liqueur, strawberry syrup, lemon juice, and strawberry garnish. And then Cucina Cucamonga. I don't know why it says coming soon, because Cucina Cucamonga is not a new restaurant. But the new stuff is the San Francisco style street corn. And
So what's that?
that's like corn.
Well, I
Like
mean, it's street
elote?
corn.
Elote,
Oh,
maybe?
it's like elote.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it is elote.
Yeah, and then everything else is old. It's like quesabria.
So they're not going to make a lot of changes.
Yeah. That's the corn is the new thing. I'm going to skip the plant-based stuff.
No, go ahead and read
Okay,
it.
plant-based. Oh, right. Tacos, crispy potato tacos. Oh, that's not new. That's not new. It's fine. And then the specialty beverages is going to be melon cocktail, tequila, melon liqueur, lemon juice, and cherry.
That sounds good.
And then at Rita's Turbine Blenders, formerly
Yeah.
known as Rita's something else.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the alcoholic drink, there's
Hey.
going to be non-alcoholic stuff there now with
Boo.
frozen cherry. It's basically like ices, frozen cherry,
Mhm.
lemonade, or strawberry, or blue raspberry slush. So those are the non-alcoholic drinks. Alcoholic drinks are still this lemon lime margarita, but now they have strawberry cream covered cocoa biscuit stick. What the?
What?
Like an
Huh?
edible straw? Maybe.
Maybe.
They said that's new. Rita's
Wait, is
Grand.
that a separate item?
No.
Oh, does it
It's-
go with?
It goes with
Oh.
cream covered cocoa biscuit stick.
Huh. Well,
I don't know if that's the.
Well, for
I don't
you,
know.
you need to check with Dole Whip Float because you might eat something that you're not
It
supposed to
says
eat.
biscuit stick.
I know, but I know you'll just eat a flower without checking. You'll eat a bamboo stick without checking a bamboo straw. So just check with Dole Whip Float
I'll
to make
check
sure
with
you
the
can.
cast member. Because in Florida, it's different. You can't eat stuff. Here, you can because everything is freaking organic or whatever, plant based or whatever. Anyways, Rita's Grand Lemon Lime Margarita. That's what you like, but you know, cream covered
But I
biscuit
like
stick
the
or whatever.
Cadillac version.
Strawberry cream covered cocoa biscuit stick comes with it.
Mm.
Strawberry margarita with the biscuit stick. I want to know what this biscuit stick is.
The biscuit stick. And it's a stick made out of biscuits.
It's like the stuff my grandpa used to give you to eat. The roll,
Yeah.
you know, the coconut roll thing.
Huh.
But okay, Aunt Cass is gonna have curry beef. That's a new
Are they
thing.
gonna have a character? Are they gonna show her? Like, is she gonna be serving?
No, it just has the food item,
Oh, they should.
the curry beef, and San Francisco clam chowder, which is the same thing. Soba noodles. That's what I want to try. Grilled shrimp soba salad. And, Japanese style fluffy cheesecake. I've never even had a Japanese style cheesecake before. Shrimp katsu sandwich. And turkey pesto.
That's
club.
either going to be really good or really bad.
I know. It's panko breaded shrimp on a potato bun.
Interesting.
Yeah. Peach soju citrus cocktail is going to be a new beverage. Soju.
Korean.
Mm-hmm.
So they're mixing all kinds of stuff. All
Um,
right.
Then also some specialty beverages, a bunch of Karl Strauss stuff.
Mm.
But the most exciting thing is Baymax Sipper. It's so cute.
Yeah,
I want one.
of course. you
But I
do.
know I'll have to fight with people, so if I don't get it, it's okay. If it's as easy as Mr. Toad, it's fine. Just wait for it to die down. Poor
Yeah.
Mr. Toad. He's not even popular. That's why I was able to get a popcorn bucket of
Yeah,
him.
he's a classic.
But Baymax will be located at the Lucky Fortune Cookery, Cucina Cucamonga, and Aunt Cass Cafe.
Mm.
So those 3 places. And all this will be available starting July 19th.
Great.
I
All right.
believe.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. We'll probably try a lot of the things. So
Yeah, we're not there till... Oh, we're there on the 23rd.
we'll be there.
Might be a bit crazy, but
Yeah.
we'll try in
Never
August.
stopped you before.
I'm getting tired of it. I just want to give up. That's why I was like, I'm just going to watch Rogers on YouTube and I'll be
We'll
okay.
still see it. Wah, wah, wah. All right.
I'm not going to give in to this hype.
Well, that's our episode for today. I know I promised you guys Indiana Jones Dial of Destiny review. I'm just waiting to see what prize I'm going to give away with it. I have one, but it's super heavy, and then I have another one coming. So, and I have one that's I actually have 3. I have one that's super fragile. So I don't know which one I'm going to.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, I don't know which one I want to do, or if I want to do more than one. I don't know, but we'll give everyone like kind of a chance to see it who wants to see it in the theater. But we'll probably we'll definitely do it with before it comes out on Disney Plus. So because we want a spoiler review to be a real spoiler review, because I like spoiling people, and we're gonna spoil people with Indiana gifts, even though they're not from Indiana.
We saw a glimpse of Indiana at Disneyland.
Yeah,
He was walking
super young
back.
version.
Huh?
Yeah, he's like young. Like he's.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
It's like younger than in the movies. Yeah, younger than the first movie. It's like young Indiana Jones.
Yeah, really young. Like Shia LaBeouf young.
Yeah,
Not even younger. Well,
yeah. He's 20.
he was thin. He
Yeah.
was skinny.
Almost as young as Nick Fury at DCA.
Oh, yeah, Nick Fury. Yeah, Nick Fury
Yeah.
was really young.
And we're gonna be doing when we'll wait till the season wraps up, but we'll be doing a Secret Invasion review and giveaway as well. So lots of stuff to look forward to. Lots of stuff that we're going to be collaborating on coming in August, I believe. So Ahsoka's in August, right? Ooh, did I just spoil something?
Ahsoka is in August.
Ah,
I just saw a little note that popped up that there's
yeah.
a J-Hope event on August 11th.
Oh, great. Who cares? All right. Well, all righty. Thank you. Remember the giveaway. I'm Brian.
I'm Tracy.
Stay magical.
Bye.
Thank you for listening. Be sure to like and subscribe and visit us at www.ropedroppingknowledge.com.